a player that cost that much.
You know what? Now that you're saying that, actually, I do remember one. It was a preseason friendly.
Yeah.
And Ferguson brought it up, which was really crazy. I was there for that game.
He was defending him.
It was Juventus against Manchester United in New York.
Yeah.
And it was 4-1 Manchester United. I was there.
Yep.
I took tons of pictures. I should put these up on our website. And Forlan breaks through, and it's just him and the net. And he's going even slower. It was worse than the Torres one, because Torres is flying.
Right, he had some speed on him.
Torres had some pace. Forlan is going straight at the goal. He's going slow, and somehow he shanks it.
Yeah.
It was just like this one, except I think it was even worse.
But you know, the thing that sucks about it is, and I did feel sorry for Torres, because he gets that goal.
Oh my God, I felt horrible.
Yeah, no, but he was having a good game.
Did you see the crowd?
Yeah, he was
So mean.
They were mean. But you know what? If this isn't at Old Trafford,
God.
it's a different reaction, clearly. But you know,
That's
you
the
just feel bad.
You don't see that in any other country except for England.
No, that's funny.
They just love to see people fail.
You know,
What is it about the English people that they love to see people fail?
anyone that wasn't a United fan felt bad for this guy. I'm a United fan. I felt bad for him.
I didn't feel bad for him immediately. I felt bad about it afterwards.
Yeah. Well, his reaction was just heart crushing.
Oh my God, it was just...
I felt the tear come on.
Oh.
It was bad.
You could see the moment where his heart just snapped in two. It was horrible.
And you know what? That could have changed the game too. I mean, it would have been 3-2, and they were ascending.
And he's the best player on the field for Chelsea.
Yes.
And he scored a goal. He was back.
He was. And he put the ball on Ramirez twice, and Ramirez couldn't finish. So
No, he had an amazing game.
he
Torres.
did. You know,
But you know, he's not going to be able to sleep for weeks.
I don't think so. I think, look, it's felt like he's been coming back slowly. He looked a little dangerous in the in the preseason. I think he's back. I really do. I mean, look, this was
I hope
this was
for
a
the
game
league that he's back.
He played well. He was unfortunate, and I think he'll do better against the other teams.
On a sour note,
Yeah, Ashley freaking Cole.
Ashley Cole's challenge.
Yeah. What the hell?
On Hernandez.
It was so ugly. So
Should have been
ugly.
red.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Straight red.
It's 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
They're not talented enough.
Right.
Is the problem.
Right.
And they're jealous. They're seeing these kids at Man United doing all the things that they couldn't do.
Ashley Cole is no Evra. I don't care about the
Oh
age
my
difference.
God.
He's no Evra.
Not even close.
No.
He just doesn't have the smarts.
No.
Oh, the thug. He's a thug.
You know what cracks me up? David Luiz can do the left better than freaking Ashley Cole can do the left. And he did it at Benfica, and he can do it here. And AVB is probably not afraid to try stuff like that. So, anyways.
Let me tell you something about... I'm still so bitter about the Kevin Davies one on Cleverly. Because let me tell you something now. Now you have Hernandez.
Yeah.
Smalling. Welbeck.
Yep.
Cleverly. Hey.
And Ferdinand and Vidic, they're not 100%.
But these four guys are strong players for Manchester United this year.
You said Anderson had a tough game in this particular game. Cleverly wasn't there helping him out.
Exactly. If Cleverly was there, he would have straightened out the midfield a little bit.
Cleverly just covers all the holes, so Anderson can go up and do the thing he does best, which is get the defense off balance.
Let me finish my
let's
thought.
Let's go back to the Ashley Cole.
Let me finish before I get up to Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
Kevin Davies.
Yeah.
Prior to the game, I didn't even know about this.
No.
I found out about it when I read about his apology because he apologized supposedly. But anyway, he said on an interview before the Man United game, he said that he was going to sort out the youngsters at Manchester United.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know either until a couple days.
Out.
He said, I'm going to sort these guys. Who do they think they are? I'm going to sort them out when I play against them. And he called out, particularly, Phil Jones.
Right.
He said, who does this Phil Jones think he is? And he's a tough guy, Phil Jones, right? I'm going to sort Phil Jones out when I play against them.
Right.
So you know what he does? He goes after the smallest player on the field because he's a freaking coward, is why. And he takes out the little guy from behind, and now the kid's got ligament damage.
Yeah.
And then he apologizes, supposedly.
But then the FA doesn't go and do anything about it, and that's what I think is wrong with this freaking game.
How can he say what he said before the game on record, saying, I'm going to sort out Phil Jones and the rest of those youngsters, and then do what he did, and nothing happens?
Well, that's no different than...
You know why, though? I'll tell you why. Because they protect the thugs in England.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't even have words. I mean...
Ashley Cole.
What the hell? I watched that play, and when I saw it happen, I didn't wait, for the instant replay that comes after. I rewound.
You knew it was bad.
Yeah, I have that, whatever you call it, AT&T Uverse. You can just go back.
Oh, yeah?
You can watch live TV, but you can rewind. So I rewound, and I saw his lunge. I mean, the guy closes his eyes and goes all out. This is vicious.
There's
it's a
no
vicious
intent
tackle.
to get the ball. It's I'm going to go and close my eyes and hope for the best and hope for the best for my own protection.
Right.
Studs up.
Right.
It's just thug mentality. It doesn't belong in the sport.
The thing that bothered me the most.
Finish your thought because I'm so livid about this. I'm sweating right now.
Besides the lunge, the thing that really pissed me off was the referee goes and has a freaking chat with the linesman and then comes out with a yellow card. What the hell? If he had
not see that?
If he had given no card, Ashley Cole would be sitting out 3 freaking games from an FA charge. I guarantee you.
That was my point. I was gonna say, what a stupid rule.
It is a stupid rule.
What a stupid rule.
Kevin Davies gets a yellow. He's not going to get punished by the FA. Cleverly has to sit out 3 months, maybe more. It's not fair. It's not fair. And it's the same thing with Ashley Cole. Had the referee actually done nothing, because he didn't give a freaking penalty. I mean, you're going to give a yellow card, but then you're going to say the ball was out?
That's crazy. The ball wasn't even out.
But that's a penalty.
It was a penalty.
If you're going to give a yellow card for a foul, that's a penalty. It's in the box. Why? I think even Ferguson said something.
Oh, Ferguson is not letting these guys go because he knows that they are targets. Yeah, but his kids are targets.
But the thing that bothers me is Ashley Cole is going to be sitting out there in the next match. And again, Chicharito's going to sit from the sidelines.
And you know what? I don't even know what kind of injury he has.
It looked bad.
That was bad. It was studs up. I'm going to put up the picture. I'll put it up on this podcast. Yeah. And you can see it's studs up, and it hits him on the top of the shin. And
he gets his ankle too. I mean, he twisted his foot pretty bad.
That I didn't see that. You told me about that. His trailing leg. The trailing leg also clipped him. But
he did. And it twisted his arm. I thought he broke his leg. I really did at first.
The first hit, when you see it in slow-mo, and he's got the studs up, and he goes in, they're metal studs too. Yeah. They're the metal ones. And he hits him right above the shin pad. God. It's unbelievable. He could have snapped his leg in two. This kid, a future star. This kid is going to be a star in the league. And instead of embracing him and rooting for your colleague, he goes and does that.
Well,
unbelievable.
He's not his colleague, right?
Yeah, I guess not. But what good is that going to do for your league, you moron?
What an ass. But anyways, it was a good game. It was a really strange game with all the misses.
Nah, it was strange. It was a good game.
Let's talk about misses. Rooney, he gets the ball. He's completely alone. It's him and Czech and no one else. Berbatov, I saw him run. Did you see him run? This happens.
Berbatov was running.
He runs?
He was running.
He ran. And he was there. But, Rooney's pass was had a little too much mustard on it.
Rooney's pad was way too hard.
Yeah, and Berbatov barely got to it because he can't run, obviously. He was too tired. So he gets to it and misses.
He's a smoker.
It was funny. But again, Rooney's smiling.
Yeah, because he knows that he's got the game.
Right.
And they could score more goals, and they hit the post. Rooney hits the post.
We're going to see more of Berbatov clearly now that Chicharito's out.
That's not a bad replacement either. He was only a top scorer in the league last year.
All right, enough about United. Let's talk about the other Manchester team real quick. City, what happened?
First of all, let me tell you what happened. I was watching the post-game interviews.
Yeah.
Mancini, after the game, this guy is... I don't even know if I should be mad at the ridiculousness coming out of his mouth. Let me tell you what he says after the game.
I know what he said.
Let me tell you what he says. He says he doesn't have enough players. And let me tell you what he says. Quote, he doesn't have enough What? Let me tell you what he said. He says, I have only Yaya and Gareth, but Milner is injured. De Jong is injured. I didn't have a changer.
He's got...
What? That's the worst Italian
so
accent.
much talent.
I know that's not a very good Italian accent. Yeah. You should do it next time.
Listen, he's got 7-8 players that could start on any freaking team in England.
He's got 5 guys for that position.
And why is he complaining?
He's got 5 guys. Yaya Toure, Gareth Barry, James Milner, De Jong, and he's still complaining that he doesn't have enough players. Now, I'm saying I don't know if I should be mad. Because I don't know if he's trying to get more players because he can.
He is an idiot, and there's so much
money.
He's
smart. He's trying to get more players. What's wrong with that?
God. But that's the thing, right? When is too much too much? And then you sit guys out, and then they
Exactly.
get pissed, and then they leave.
But let me tell you the difference, though. Look at
Yeah.
Manchester United. Players dropping like flies.
Right.
Every week, 1 or 2 goes,
Well,
right?
yeah.
And then what happens? Who played it right back when Smalling got hurt?
Oh, and I called this during the game. Valencia. It's funny because
But look at what that's what you don't have enough players?
yeah.
Put a freaking guy in there. Valencia's quality.
But that's funny because
Fletcher can play it right back.
I called that. I said, Valencia's done that right back before, and boom, he goes in the game.
But that's what I'm talking. There's no excuse.
Mancini's an
You don't
idiot.
have an excuse.
Mancini's an idiot. You know what?
Players are my players are tired.
But
Fulham had one last day. They played on Thursday.
you have Zabaleta who plays in the back. Why can't you play Micah Richards, in the middle somewhere? I mean, the guy's a beast. He's a truck, right? No, he's a train. He can go by anyone.
He's just making excuses.
Just use a different guy.
I hate people like him making excuses because there's no reason for it. Don't make an excuse. It's just a draw.
You know what the excuse is? They didn't make their chances. In the first 30 minutes, that game should have been a blowout, 3-4-0. Aguero is hot. He's still got 2 goals in this game.
Aguero was on fire.
He should have had a hat
fire.
trick. He should have had a hat trick in the freaking 30 minutes in the beginning 30 minutes of that game.
It's not easy to adapt to a different league like that. The way he's adapted, 8
Yeah.
goals already.
Mancini's a doof.
Listen,
He sits the guy that scores 4 goals. He sits him the following week. Guess what? Now the guy took it personal. He lost his touch.
Form.
He hasn't touched the ball really in the last few games. Mancini, you screwed up. Your team didn't make their chances because why? Because they can't gel because you can't put a freaking starting 11 out there, a decent one. And then this is what happens. Your team ties.
And
Oh
then
well.
suddenly they don't have enough players.
Right.
The squad,
Yeah,
the
go
best
talk
squad.
to Ferguson. Join
best
his
squad in the league.
Join his freaking club.
Unbelievable.
God.
I mean, and then let me tell you, and then he reverts back to his old ways.
Yeah.
His negative ways, because they're still winning. They're
Right.
winning 2-1,
They're
right?
2 points off.
No. But let me tell you what happened. They're winning,
Yeah.
and it's 69 minutes in, and it's 2-1. They're still winning.
Yeah.
And you know what he does? He takes out David Silva.
Yeah, I saw
when
that.
they're winning.
Yeah.
And he puts in a defender, Zabaleta.
Yep.
Why, Mancini? What happened to your go for it mentality? What
That's the
happened to your
difference.
guts?
That's the difference between a
He
good
turns
manager.
into a little Italian sissy.
That's what difference between a good manager and a
Topo
crappy
Gigio.
one. Yeah, he's
I don't even
horrible.
know what that means.
Whatever. Topo Gigio. Anytime you say that, it reminds me of Ancelotti. That guy just reminds me of a puppet.
I gotta look it up. I don't know
A
what
puppet that
means.
can speak.
Topo Gigio. I don't know what it means. I'll look it up. But I hope it's not something insulting.
No, it's not insulting on Italian people and
That's what
just
I
bad
meant. That's what I
coaches.
meant. Oh, okay. All right.
They just happen to be Italian.
I'm gonna call him Topo Gigio from now on. Anyway, let me tell you what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
What I said about City a few weeks back is my prediction about them. What happens when they play these Champions League games during the week and they come back on the weekends and the season has just started and already they're faltering?
This is why you take a chance and you put a Carlos Tevez in the Champions League game, or you put a Balotelli against a Napoli that's an Italian team that he knows how to play against.
You were mad that
You
he
need
didn't
to
play
take
against
that
Napoli.
chance. You
Because
need to
he would have
take
been
that
fired
chance.
up.
He would have been.
For a
Now
change.
you put him in a league game. What's he going to do? Nothing. He's going to do stupid back heels and take the ball to the corner like Tevez does, and just be a goof the
And
whole
wear
time.
wear 4 layers of clothing.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, let's move on here. Let's talk about
You want to talk about
Tottenham.
Sunderland?
Well, I guess
Sunderland Stoke?
I
Well,
guess
who
we
are
could
we
talk about
messing
that.
about? Blackburn Arsenal?
No, let's talk Tottenham Liverpool first.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So
I didn't expect that.
That game looks really good on paper, and then one bonehead decision by a guy who's clearly not at his best right now, Charlie Adam.